Hello friends, welcome back to week 2. Hopefully you had a good time doing multiplication last week. This week is focusing on geometry. I'm actually going to only focus on perimeter and area in this video. If you need a refresher on any of the other things, there's a link in there to Brain Pop that'll help you. There's also a couple of really cool enrichment problems that if you draw a picture, I feel very confident you will be able to solve them. It might take a little bit of time and it's going to take you to think, but I think they can both be solved by the community as a whole. So enjoy the time. Like I said, if you're confused beyond perimeter area, if you're looking like, oh, I don't remember parallel lines, or gosh, I'm a little confused by what reflections are, take advantage of that Brain Pop link. That's going to be very helpful. And again, something called a Google search engine does some wonderful things as well too to look things up. But I'm going to talk about perimeter and area. So we focused on perimeter area of quadrilaterals. So think about a quadrilateral, 4 sides, quad. And let's say the dimensions were 5 by 7. Well, the perimeter of a 5 by 7 quadrilateral would be what? Well, perimeter, it's the outside, in other words, the distance. It's like if we put a fence around this space, that's perimeter. Perimeter is the outside. So this is 5, this side is 5, this is 7, this side is 7. So if we add all of them up, 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7, or we can add two sides and double it, right? 5 plus 7. We have two sides like that. So then the perimeter must be 24 units. Now area is number of square units inside of our shape, right? Area is all of this. This is area. So area would be 5 groups of 7, which we know 5 groups of 7 is 35. How you actually separate perimeter from area is, this is 35 units, sorry about that, units squared, where perimeter is just 24 units, or whatever label it is. So again, remember, the perimeter is what's around the outside, area is what's on the inside. Also what's neat is, another way to think about it, to really think about it for another concept, is think about all the different ways that you could create something. So if somebody said to you, let's say that somebody said, well, you have a perimeter of, let's say, 18. What could your area be? Well, let's think about that for a second. Perimeter of 18. What's half of 18? 9. So couldn't it be 1 by 8? So 1 by 8 by 1 by 8, or 1 by 8, which is 1 by 1 by 8 by 8, is the perimeter of 18, but that's an area of 8 units squared. Or you could have said, well, I actually wouldn't have thought of it that way. I would have thought of it as a shape that's 2 by 7. Again, the perimeter is 18, but if it's 2 by 7, our area is 14 units squared. So just as you work on this, think about the different ways perimeter and area coexist. But remember, perimeter is the fence around the outside, like if you're fencing in your garden. Area is the garden space itself. If you have any questions, reach out. Have a lovely week.